we are at our bottle project. That for us, we decided to come up with this project to try to save the environment. And how did we get this concept? We conceived this concept after a training at Chankwanzi when we went for patriotism. And we thank the president who initiated us into this patriotism project. So out of that project, we realized that more and more bottles kept on being collected and being brought into this place. And we thought, why don't we expand the project of construction? That's why we went into what we are calling now bottle gardens. The bottle gardens, we thought, would make something like a tourism attraction where somebody could come, look at the beauty made out of bottles. In these bottles, we've made many things. We've built houses. Even the beds that we are sleeping on, we've made them out of bottles. The chairs, as you may see, we've made them out of bottles. And everything that we are thinking, lampshades, whatsoever, want to make water fountains out of bottles, whatever decoration. That's why we are calling this a bottle garden. This period that we are in, many people are crying, but for us we thought that this period has given us time again to think more creatively as teachers. And for us, our brain is now on the bottles and then entertaining people. People are coming for entertainment, first of all to enjoy the beauty of the bottles, but at the same time they eat and they drink something in the place, because we say the hotels are open. As they eat at the bottle gardens, we are getting some earning, but at the same time the major task, we are saving the environment.
When this pandemic came to Uganda and the lockdown was announced, the first 2 weeks of lockdown, we were in the house until Mr. Obbo was like, I can't be here any longer. I feel I'm stressed from the bedroom to the sitting room. Then we started some exercise. But after that exercise, we're like, we do the exercise in the evening. So what time are we? All this morning time up to the evening, what are we doing? And we're like, why don't we go to the garden, bottle garden, and do what? So we're like, let's go and supervise the cleaning, the cleaning of the rooms, the compound, even the forest. So we came like that. And when we started, villagers started moving around and they're like, hey, you're here.
At bottle gardens, we are trying to create a natural environment, again with an interplay of artificial life. You have the bottles, these bottles are artificially manufactured, but at the same time, when you look at our environment, when you come here, you really feel you are away. It is a home away from home. It is a place that is going to take stress out of you. The services are excellent. For example, when you look, we have a forest, and this forest, we planted it ourselves. It has a number of trees. When you sit there and it is hot, it really gives you a good breeze. We are coming up with fish ponds. We started digging our fish ponds, and we hope that those who enjoy fishing, they will enjoy the fishing.
We had a scientific wedding here, and we thank God for that. That decoration was there, because we do also decoration. Yeah, we can get an earning from some decoration, but still, this project is artistic. Whoever comes here is like, I'll bring other people. With the time, we know that it will become a touristy area. Nobody comes here and is like, this is the obvious. At least the comments we get, we know that with time, we shall get people. Once lockdown is lifted up, this place is going to be very, very active.
And there are those who have also hired us to build for them houses. We've built one in the city, we've built some in Mukono, and we encourage people to use these bottles. Then they can be used as a structure for the actual building, or you can use them as decoration. They can be used as an alternative for the half bricks. You've seen people using half bricks. You've seen people using stones, especially at the foundation, to ensure that water does not disturb the building. But for us, instead of those stones, we are using bottles.
We started this project originally. We had intentions of employing, first of all, women, and then we had elderly women. So with time, we still have that vision, because we want to see especially women and youth participate in this project.
This project has assisted very many people around this area of Namatogonya and Mbalala. I've been employing, I employ about 30 women who do the filling of soil in these bottles. Most of them come along with their children, and the children also enjoy fitting the soil into the bottles and the sand, and they are happy. We are not sure of when the schools will open. Recently, the Minister of Education said to him he's optimistic. He doesn't think this is going to be a dead year. But at the same time, he says we are purchasing radios, we are purchasing learning materials. So somebody should be in position to think and reason that these other purchases of radios are, in case it became a dead year, what happens? So I want to encourage teachers. There's a lot of lamenting going on. It is true. We are not earning. Teachers are not earning at this particular time. But again, this is the time that we should think creatively as teachers. I believe that everything, God plans it for a reason. God has brought this time for teachers for a reason. We've been on talk and choke, talk and choke, talk and choke, but there is no problem with a teacher owning a bottle garden and at the same time teaching. I think that's the way to go.
Teachers should first conceive the idea of lockdown and assume it's not going to be lifted soon. That is when they will open up their mind to think further. Because every time you think it is tomorrow, next week, you are static, you can't move. But just assume that this lockdown may go up to the coming year. So you stretch out. Go think of something to do. If you have your village where you came from, you can go start some small farming.
This lockdown has helped me to sit down with my children, understand each and every individual. I know Treasure very well, I know Transcend, I know my kids now very well. And this lockdown has really helped me to bond with my family. I've taken off some time to write. I've done some writing, I've done some reading, I've done some online courses during this lockdown. I've taken on some time to go to the gardens. I've enjoyed the digging we used to do when we were young. We had forgotten about it. I've planted bananas, I've planted coffee, I've planted the trees. Personally, this lockdown, to me, it has been a blessing in disguise. Fine, the income has kind of gone down, but I mean, there are many things that I've discovered that I can do without, because now 4 months I'm surviving and I have a big family, it is surviving. So instead of us crying, because even when we cry, we're not working, schools are closed. Let us think and come up with things that are going to make us better. I believe that when I come out of this lockdown, again I will be a better teacher than I was.